Alison, for joining us here on NewsX World today. Russia's foreign ministry says that only Tehran has the right to decide whether to remove uranium from Iran. The ministry also confirmed that the issue of uranium removal remains unresolved and is still under discussion. The comments come ahead of a key meeting between Iran and the US scheduled for Friday in Istanbul, where both sides hope to address the ongoing tensions and take steps to prevent further escalation of the situation. Russia has emphasized its position on the matter, reiterating that decisions regarding Iran's uranium stocks lie solely with Tehran, amid growing international concerns over the potential for heightened nuclear risks in the region. I am now being joined by Dr. Gilbert Doktro, who's a Russian affairs expert joining us from Brussels. Thank you so much for joining us here today on NewsX World. Why is Russia saying Iran alone should decide whether uranium is removed from the country?
Well, there's no context for these remarks, so let me try to provide a context. No one is talking about Russia's role in dealing with Trump over his threatened attacks on Iran. I believe there was a make or break relationship between Russia and the United States over the past weekend. Going into the weekend, we knew that Mr. Trump was threatening immediate and devastating attacks on Iran. On Friday of last week, the head of the Iranian Security Council came to Moscow for talks with Mr. Putin. And then the next day, interestingly, Mr. Putin's envoy to the United States, Kirill Dmitriev, flew to Miami for talks with Steve Witkoff and other envoys or representatives of Donald Trump. We were led to believe that they were talking about improving U.S.-Russian commercial conditions. That's utter nonsense. The countries are de facto at war, if not de jure, and the relations are very, very fraught. So why would he be going to talk about better trade relations? It's nonsense. He came there for bigger things, and the bigger thing was what's going to happen to Iran, because Iran is not formally but informally a Russian ally, an ally of both China and Russia. And if Trump attacked Iran, all hell would break loose in the Middle East and possibly globally, because both China and Russia cannot tolerate America's destruction of Iran. It's too important a country to just go down the drain the way Lebanon or Syria or Iraq have gone. And therefore, the Russians, Mr. Putin, clearly sent a message through his envoy, Dmitriev, and probably through direct telephone conversation with Trump, saying, "You're not going to do it, and I'll help you with an off-ramp." What is the off-ramp? Out of nowhere, separately, I can tell you right now from my being in the press pool, shall I call it, of certain Iranian television stations, there was 4 days ago, I understood there was discussion of moving I think it's 400 kilograms of highly enriched uranium out to China, of all places. You didn't see that released anywhere in mainstream news, but that's what was being discussed, as I understood it. Now there's more to it. We know from RT, the Russian broadcaster, in a little remark that hit into an article, that there is discussion of Russia's Rosatom taking charge and being responsible for ensuring that the ongoing or continuing Iranian nuclear program for civilian purposes, for medical purposes, remains that and is not being used to make enriched uranium for weapons. So Rosatom is being put up by Mr. Putin. China is being put up as a home for the 400 kilograms of weapons-grade uranium, which supposedly Mr. Trump destroyed last spring, but of course it never happened. And so there is a very big off-ramp being prepared for Mr. Trump, in the same way that in 2013, the same Mr. Putin prepared an off-ramp for then President Obama who is threatening to do devastation to Syria over the allegations of the regime's using chemical weapons against its own people. That was stopped by Mr. Putin suggesting, and finally Obama agreeing, to the removal of those weapons from Syria onto U.S. warships for destruction. Mr. Putin then pulled the chestnuts out of the fire for Obama, and I believe he's doing the same thing for Trump.
Yeah, thank you. Don't go too far, as we will come back to you just a moment. We're currently coming at you with some breaking news. According to China,